feels good route, I guess. We're gonna try and knock out 2 chapters. And I'm hoping maybe by later tonight, if I'm still feeling up for it. Because I woke up and I wanted to sit there and play Minecraft. But then I kept getting distracted. Because I sat there, I was just like, man, I realized I forgot to write down in my journal that my therapist says I should be writing down it because I don't have great memory. And it'll help me like sit there and be able to recall stuff because I can sit there and look back at what I've written down and also help feelings stuff. And so I sat there a little bit before 3 and I was just like, man, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna write in this journal, and I might have missed like a few details in it, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm still writing in it. I'm trying to remember to write in it when I can remember to write in it. So I was sitting there writing in my journal, and you know, then I had the whole parade of animals sit there come in, and it was like my dog, my cat, all sitting there hovering around my desk, and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to write on my desk, like in the computer room, waiting for 3 o'clock to roll around, and my cats are just. My cat and my dog just decided to start World War III, and I was like, not in front of all my expensive computer equipment, please. But yeah, no, I ended up getting really distracted because I wanted to start Minecraft at 3, and instead it's almost 4, and I'm just like, I have to cook dinner at 5:30, so I'm just gonna play Cinderella, and then we're gonna do Minecraft later. Because of everything that happened. Anyway, let's get into Rumple's route here. I'm gonna have to say more dumb shit. Anyway, the brilliant day, the sun is shining, the town is full of laughter, and I have my sweet princess here to accompany me. We're gonna help with grown-up Rumple's optimism. Where did my college reading level go? I don't know. It's obviously not here. Because we were both sent out to run errands. Because everyone thinks we make a wonderful couple. No, because we're partners. Partners, a couple, it might as well be the same thing. Half the time Rumple says some deep things, but when he says things like that, it's like he has 2 personalities. As I said, I've never been more aligned with a main character than in this route right here, right now. Right here in this route. No, it's not the same thing at all. I take out the list and scour it for things we could buy. More than halfway is already crossed out. Glance at the bags Rumple is carrying. He refused to let me carry any of them, since he would be inquilled to force the load on me. That leaves me to list duty. This is a lot more laid back than I had to do at the mansion. Or have to do at the mansion. Blah. Okay, now we have the general medicine restock for Niece. I swear I can read. I swear I can read. I read all the time. I sit there and I read all the time. But then I sit there and I read out loud and just I keep messing everything up. I keep messing everything up. Why is it with reading out loud? My area of expertise. Never fear, my sweet princess. I'll find everything we need. We already have a list. Rumple just hummed enthusiastically as we continue on our way, and I'm not entirely sure if he heard me or not. We arrive at the little medicine shop in the central plaza. The man exits through the front door, coughing so loudly people turn their head to stare at him. Away from the man passes so I can open the door to the store. Then I notice Rumple hasn't budged beside me at all. His eyes do a quick scan the man before he slowly begins to walk towards him. Sir, you are sick. What's it to you? If I was sick, lad, there's nothing I can do if I don't have any money. Besides, it's not like this will kill me, it's just cough. How long have you had your cough, sir? Hold on. I actually now have to cough, and I'm gonna get some... the cold that I have is mostly gone. There's still a bit of a lingering cough and sinus fluid with it. So I'm for the most part, I'm great. I'm doing a lot better. It's just sometimes I still have that cough and stuff. And I wish it would go away. I wish it would be gone. I'm tired of being sick. It seems like such a minor thing, but Rumple suddenly looks so serious about it. He looks at the man with his eyes slightly narrowed as if trying to see past him. It's been with me for more than 3 days. Coughs are pesky things, aren't they? They usually last me well, but at least they're not deadly most of the time. Even if you can't buy the medicine, sir, there are other at-home remedies that might help you with the cough. Boy, I've already tried morphine. Mine's giving me enough of that. Water's good for your throat too, sir. Any kind of steam works too. The cough is riddled with mucus, it'll be easier to expel with steam. We can't afford the medicines, honey, so simple things will help. And your cough stays for a while, so don't fret if you can't get rid of yours immediately. Well, I appreciate the advice. Not exactly what a doctor would tell me, but it'll have to do. The man thanks Rumple before walking off. I noticed Rumple looking down at the ground, a rather forlorn expression on his face. Is what he said true? About what, princess? About doctors not giving advice about the at-home remedies. Most of the doctors don't believe in such things. They always think that medicines work better than at-home or herbal remedies. True. The medicines do help, but sometimes they aren't necessary. Yet you just gave me advice. Not everyone can afford medicine. Being a doctor means helping people, not taking advantage of their sickness to steal their money. Money was never a problem at the palace. Whenever I was sick, the palace staff made sure I had the best and most effective medicines. Do you remember what you were like as a doctor? I wanted to help everyone that showed up at my doorstep. Sometimes I couldn't, and it frustrated me. I prescribed medicines when necessary, gave advice other times when things were dire for small operations. He does seem a lot more serious when he's talking about health. Rumple was silent for a few moments before his eyes lightened up once again. Anyway, shall we go stock up on our medicine? I thought you said medicine wasn't always helpful. I guess it's not, but I also know that Anise uses mostly herbs and that she tries to handle things without too much medication. She's quite capable. We went to the shop and no time at all, Rumple spots the items on our list. We use up the rest of our money buying medicines and remedies that we need, and then we begin to head back to the tavern. On the way there, Rumple strikes up a conversation again. So, Princess, have you given any thought to what I said before? About what? You've already forgotten. About making people happy. What? You know you can make me happy right here and now by giving me a kiss on the cheek. I stared blankly at him before walking away. No thank you. Alas, my hopes are dashed again. As I said, could be normal. It'd be fine. When we are at the outskirts of town, I pause and turn around. It is as if I can feel eyes on my back, but I do not see anyone openly staring at me. Someone watching me. Suddenly, I feel warmth in my hand, the fingers and waist in mine. Rumple pulls me a little closer, expression oddly gentle. Don't worry, my sweet princess, you're safe with me. Suddenly, his face is a lot closer to mine, and I can see his features more closely. It's like the night in the forest, except his face is not marred by the same shadows. There's caution in his eyes, but it's not directed at me. Did you see someone following you? No, I just thought I found someone looking at me. Better stay together then. We begin walking again. The two of us beginning to head back to the merchant. Rumple has all the bags in one hand now. He hums a little bit as we walk. It is remarkably peaceful, so much so that I do not even mind him holding my hand. It suddenly feels a lot safer. I'm so lost in reverie that I did not even notice when we turned going in the opposite direction. This is not the way back to the marchand. On the contrary, it's just a more scenic path. Don't you like the forest, princess? The shafts of light coming in through the canopies, the soft blades of grass that tickles your ankles. It's such a romantic place. No matter what he says, it does not lead back to the marchand. It's not a scenic path or a path at all. Alright. I gotta Stop walking. I instantly root myself in place, and even though Rumple is far taller than me and far stronger, he stops after noticing I'm no longer walking. Oh, Princess, did you want to stop and admire the scenery? Why are you taking me through here? I do not care about scenery, and I do not care about walking anywhere with you. Aw, Princess, your honesty is really a treasure, and one day I'll make it so you enjoy going to places with me, not just holding my hand. I quickly slide my hand out of his, my face feeling somewhat hot. There's a sweet rosiness to your cheeks. You never answered my question. It's a detour. We're only going to be in here for a few minutes. If you thought you saw someone's eyes on you, it's better to divert their attention away from the merchant. And before you say it's dangerous, yes, it is. But we're still not far enough away from town to worry about safety. And I believe I can protect you. Won't you compliment my cleverness, sweet princess? He takes a step forward, bridging the short distance between us, and then suddenly his fingers are around my wrist again. But he does not lace his finger through mine. Instead, he takes my hand in his and then pulls it up to his face. Before I realize that my hand is on his cheek, his hand cupping my own. Princess, you can trust me. Always, I mean. I can sense that sometimes you trust me, sometimes you don't. But you don't need to be so cautious around me. I shower you with compliments because I believe you deserve them. I tell you that I enjoy being around you because I do. I should be focusing on his words while I can look at his eyes. What do I need to do for you to fully trust me? Mother told me that people lie, so how can I trust that everything he says is the truth? Perhaps if I stop throwing compliments at you, you would not be you without all the compliments. What am I saying? I always complain about his compliments, but thought of Rumple without compliments is strange. So you do enjoy my compliments, sweet princess? No, What, words have deserted you? I understand. Being so close to me would have that effect on any woman. Something bright and angry flares up inside me, something that I don't understand. I pull my hand away from him with a scowl on my face. Was it my big mouth again, princess? Come on, let us go back to the merchant. I start walking and Rumple rushes to catch up with me. I clench my fingers and let out a silent sigh. Rumple is being nice to me again, but I always reject his kindness, because it cannot be real. Sometimes people are nice to be nice, and sometimes people aren't. It just be like that. Days go by. I consider Rumple's advice, but I refuse to flirt with anyone again. But I have no idea how to make anyone happy. Rumple told me that I cannot make anyone happy without knowing anything about them, and listening to them like I did with the niece. But what reason do I have to listen to people? It's so frustrating. Days later, Rumple and I sit at the table waiting for our work orders. Rumple is on the verge of conversation when we suddenly hear Parfait speaking in the doorway. Excuse me. My water is fighting back. Rumple picks up on the words before I do and rushes over to the front door. He looks almost nervous. Who is at the front door? I excuse myself briefly, telling Nisa I'll be back. I make my way over the front door, and there I see 3 people in conversation. There is Rumple, Parfait, and a very pale man. The pale man looks like death itself, like he might just keel over. I can help him. Rumple. Excuse me. He needs help. He can stay in my room instead. I can even restock the medicines on my own if need be, so please let me help him. There is desperation in Rumple's eyes I've never seen before. He looks at Parfait pleadingly, all while holding the man by the shoulder to steady him. What is happening? Oh, princess. This man heard about Rumple through one of the men at the tavern. He doesn't have a lot of money to pay for treatment. He came here seeking Rumple. He must have been able to find this place because he was cursed. Does he even have the money to pay? Rumple turned to me with a frown on his face. I've never seen him look at me so sternly. Princess, remember what I told you before. He was insistent that doctors' number one priority was to help their patient regardless of their monetary situation. Take me your room, then, Rumple. I'll have Anise assist you, if she's willing. No, Anise doesn't need to worry herself. I think she want to help you. The two cut their discussion short when the man starts coughing in a terrible hacking cough that paralyzes him. Rumple stays him and begins to slowly move him towards his room. I need to go blow my nose. I can tell already I'm starting to get really nasally and it's really bad. Hold on. Hold on, gang. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. The sinus pressure. It's crazy. Don't worry, princess. I'll be fine. What? I can see the worry in your face. We'll be fine. Why would I worry about Rumple? Because it's not like you to worry about someone you don't know at all. He looked so alarmed. Never seen Rumple look like that before. He's not like him. Rumple knows what he's doing. I just want to ask his sister to certain place. No worries. Cafe comes through on a promise. When we go back to the bar, both the Reese and Rumple are gone. I'm more in this part, I said, so I look disgruntled. Waltz would be better at this. Why do I have to help? Because Waltz is busy doing his puppet shows, and Rumple's helping him somewhere. Well, he does have something to do about this then. I'll really enjoy it. He flips his hair and smiles brilliantly. I'll track out the customers today. Perhaps we should have a competition, princess. Compete with yourself. No! I'm not really in the mood for karma right now. Not me, gang. I'm always down to hang out. I'm always down to hang out with this man here. And I shall definitely compete with myself, because channeling yourself is a thing. Karma picks up women people's fairly easy. I know she speaks very fondly with the girls, but not as receptive as they are with men. Many times they ask Karma well, but as he seems agitated and doesn't quite know he's busy. They seem just as irritated. Once my break starts, I meet Karma at the bar. He looks depressed. I guess if you Rumple competed to the girls, who would win? Darling, if I were to shed my disguise right here and now, I'd be the clear victor. Since without the disguise, one would flock to me. It's rather uncomfortable to have everyone in your geo fall in love with you. You look like you're judging me, princess. Because I am. When I understood my plight. Karma and Rumple may speak similarly, but they are still so different. Karma's type to complain. Rumple never complains. He's overworking himself for someone else, just like him when he was ready to apologize to me many times. My heart sinks a little bit as I think I'm he's helping out the think I'll go check on him. Check on Rumple. I didn't realize I was speaking out loud. I look at Carmo, furrows his eyebrows at me slightly. I honestly don't know how you can stand in this apartment. Why do you dislike Rumple so much? A lot of things, Princess. The fight between us and doesn't. That fight is between us and doesn't involve you. Then do not involve me. You have no need to comment on us being partners. Carmo looks at me, wide-eyed and well shocked, and a sort of knowing smile. Then a sort of knowing comes into his eyes and he smiles, just a little bit. Ah! I can read! I can do this! I can read! I can read! Come on! I can read! Yes, I think you should go visit him, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get him off your mind, would you? He laughs a little before beginning to strain, unless you have to continue your shift. I slowly make my way upstairs, my feet feeling heavy. This time doesn't feel like Carmo is right. I make my way over to what I think is Rumple's door. There is slightly dry and hear hushed voices on the other side. Those voices definitely belong to me, so I slowly reach the door and quietly step inside. Rumple and Knees are standing over him, who's covered in blankets and coughing. A series of bottles sits on the table close by. None that Rumple remedies are working. We need medicine for this. I'm sorry, I don't have any more money to offer, Rumple. Knees, please don't sound so sad. You already tried helping as much as you possibly can. It's my fault for promising to buy the medicine that we need. I glance at the table where our list is sitting. Beautiful cursive handwriting details everything the patient needs. Everything is circled except for some medicine. The very bottom has a star next to it. Is that Rumple's handwriting? Suddenly the two of them turn. They both look shocked to see me. Princess, what are you doing here? I came in to see how you were doing. Princess, I'm fine, but... He glances down at the man in the bed and he sighs out a little bit. We give him what we can, but the one medicine that we need is something we can't afford. Even with the money I'm getting from Lady Parfait, it isn't enough. I walk in the room and glance at the list. I look over at the total for the medicine, then at the coins on the table I hadn't noticed before. Did Rumple use all his money for the stranger? What will happen if he did not get this medicine? Or that this infection were spread and he could? He goes silent as the man starts coughing again. I can read the answer in his eyes, even he won't say it. The man could be in terrible danger. He could even die. He looks defeated. He does not look like himself at all. I glance at the coins again, then at the list. Without a second thought, I grab both the list and the coins. Princess, what are you? I'll be back. I leave the room, even with the niece and Rumple protesting behind me, and make my way to my room, where I pick up the bag coins that the king gave me when I went to the palace on the day I was cursed. Then I head for the door. I immediately head for the medicine store that we always frequent. I count out the coins I need to buy the medicine. This will take all of my money, but it wasn't as if I was going to use it for something else. I rush back to marching with the medicine in a little bag, hoping this is the one that Rumple needs. It is dark by the time I get back to the marching. I make my way to Rumple's room and notice that he's sitting on a stool beside the patient's bed looking at him for a moment. And after the room his eyes go wide, he seems even more surprised when I hand him the bag. Princess, is this? But it's bag lets a little, and lets a little vial out. Come on, I can do this. I can read. I swear to God, I know how to read. I know how to read. I can't. I'm having problems reading out loud. He opens the bag and lets a little vial roll onto his hand. How did you buy this? I cried and told him the money I had left. Papa just stares at me, clearly flabbergasted, and his expression morphs into something softer, something more relieved. He steps forward and suddenly his arms come around me. He grips me tightly and then you hear his voice in my ear. Thank you so much, Princess Blue. My heartbeat picks up slightly. It is so loud I think Rumple might hear it. When he pulls away, he does not say anything. I have to thank you for this later, Princess, but for now, you should leave. I don't want you to get sick. I'm too dazed to disagree, and nod my head quietly before moving stiffly towards the door. I glance back at Rumple one last time, noticing he was checking the man's temperature. God. Hi, Boris. Okay, you chill. Okay. For those that don't know, I have a puppy named Boris who is touching my keyboard. Stop it. Please, behave. Chill. I'm getting mauled. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Please, I just want to stream. Boris. Oh my god. Stop. Please. Chill. Lay down. You're alright. Ugh. Fuck. Dog. Please. Okay. Wow. Let's do this again. I am too dazed to disagree. Nod my head quietly before moving stiffly towards the door. I glance back at Rumple one last time, noticing he's checking the man's temperature. When I leave the room, a flash of light emanates from my chest. I absently touch the glass slipper on my neck and then pause as I stare down at him. I feel soft gas in my lips when I notice a fragment of a second slipper. Dog? Chill the fuck up. Please. What? Ow! Don't bite me. I'm not your personal chew toy. Stop it. What? Hold on. What is it, boy? What? Do you want... Oh, you're big and you're heavy. Oh, God. What, do you want to be held? Do you want to be held in my lap? Is that it? You're biting the shit out of my hands. Stop. What is your deal? What is your problem? What's your problem, dog? Dog. Please stop mauling me. I just want to stream. Can you chill out? Can you chill out, please? Can you chill out? God. Please. Dog intermission. He's just knocking everything over and going a little bit insane in the computer room here, gang. He's just going a little bit crazy. Stop chewing! Will you? Knock it off. Knock it off or you're going to jail. You're going to puppy jail. Ow. You'll go to puppy jail if you don't knock it off. You hear me? Puppy jail. You want to do time for the crime? Alright. I'm gonna let him outside. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. The dog used the restroom. He peed. He's hanging out now. Cause he's hanging out with the other people in the house because I'm trying to stream and he's sitting there and being a brat. He's being a brat. That's all I have to say. Is that dog? He got. I love him to death, but he's got real brat energy. And he sits there and as you see, he likes mauling people for fun. He likes mauling people for fun. And I'm one of his targets. He enjoys mauling. Hi, Aries. I switched out the cat for a dog. Or a dog for a cat. Sorry. Other way around. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. Hi, mister. What's up? Anyway, there'll be less mauling happening now. And I'll be able to actually sit there and read this. I absently touch the last silver at my neck and pause and stare down at it. I feel soft gas as when I lift and I notice a fragment of a second slipper. I got my first good deed. I bought the medicine for Rumple, but I only added in a few more coins to buy it. So what I did today was considered a good deed. I'm confused, but at the same time I'm pleased I actually managed to get a good deed. Now I only need 2 more. The next day I go down to the tavern area to begin my work. I'm there a little early. Waltz is working on his puppets at the table, eyebrows furrowed in concentration. When I walk in, he looks up at me and smiles, then he raises his eyebrows. Princess, congratulations. You got your first good deed. Hi, Aries. Please don't lay on my keyboard. No! And now he's laying on the keyboard. Right where he feels he belongs. I love you, Aries. If you hear quiet thumping in the background, it isn't me, it's my cat. He's thumping his tail against the desk because I'm not paying attention to him right this minute. Right immediately now. Oh yes, I know I'm such a terrible person. I'm not giving you all the attention you need and deserve in life. Never ever ever. Oh no. Alright, anyway. Let's keep this going. Let's stop getting distracted. I did. I know you could do it. I nod in response. His praise makes me feel oddly proud. I continue my usual work, keeping an eye out for Rumple as I work my shift, but he never appears. A few days go by. It was only after the man leaves, looking a lot healthier and stable than he was before, that I finally see Rumple. He and the man speak at the front door to the tavern. No, really, sir. I couldn't take anything from you. Nonsense. You saved my life. I need to pay you back somehow. I was holding up money out to Rumple, but Rumple just shakes his head. Notice there are dark circles in his eyes and he looks tired. I didn't help you for the money. But I insist. That money could be spent on better things, like your family. I need not take my money, but I promise I will pay you back. Your health is all the reward I need, I promise. I can't thank you enough. After the man leaves, I approach Rumple. He turns me and leans against the door and smiles, still tired but bright. Oh, Princess, come to heal my weary body, perhaps. I would so love another hug. My face becomes hot at the memory of Rumple's hug from the other day. Ah, the natural rouge of your cheeks is so sweet, Princess. It makes me feel infinitely better. And your necklace seems different. I reach up to touch the pendant. Every time I get a good deed, a piece gets added to my necklace. All right, you helped with the medicine the other day. Of course that was a good deed, Princess. It was very selfless of you. Thank you again for that. Then I tried to thank you too, but you refused his money. Why? And why did you spend your money on him? Because life is invaluable, Princess. No amount of money could ever become more important than a person's life. Even if it's someone you do not know? Yes, because everyone has a life, Princess. They have loved ones, families, sweethearts. And if I can help them, I will, and I'll gladly spend any of my money to do so. But Cafe, why did you not accept any money from them? Because no amount of money You needed that money. How are you going to buy more medicines without any money? This is a valid point. This is a valid point. Rumple's eyes widened. He was clearly not expecting to ask that question. But he said before he didn't have much money, and it was true. You can't take money from him when he doesn't have much of it to begin with. He was thanking you with money. You should have accepted it. Parfait pays you, does she not? Rumple shoulder sagged when he sighs. Yes, when I won't accept the money from her face to face, she has to sneak it into my wallet. If she does that, why not just accept it from her? I'm trying to make a statement, princess. And Parfait just doesn't seem to care because she sneaks money into her wallet regardless. You have a point there. You're stubborn. We both are. Now I have a question. Why did you use your money on that man? You knew nothing about him. Did you do it for him? For yourself? Or for me, perhaps? Bubbles grins at me mischievously, even with tired eyes, and can still see the bright cheer in them. Hit the nail right on the head. Again, you're becoming easier to read, my sweet princess. Well, no matter why you did it, thank you. The medicine was necessary to help that man. I still think you should have accepted money from him. You helped him and did him a service no one else would. You should have accepted his gratitude. Princess, I told you. I crossed my arms and frowned at him. You're so stubborn. Rumple's smile falters and he looks at me sadly, almost guiltily. For some reason, the sight of him in such a state makes my heart sing. Wipe off that frown. You look better with a smile. Rumple stares at me, shocked. Why is he staring at me like that? You like my smile? What? I did not say You like my smile? You complimented too, princess. You have no idea how much this means to me. He's gonna never shut up about this now. He's never gonna shut up about this now. He's never gonna shut up about this now. Rumple throws his hands in the air. I resist the urge to roll my eyes at the exaggerated reaction. I get compliments all the time from women. Yes, but none as honest as yours. That compliment is valuable because I know you absolutely meant it. So I keep those words close to my heart because they are precious to me. It wasn't anything like spectacular comments he gives you, and he still looks so happy. You two seem to be getting along. Parfait appears behind us with a smile on her face. Sorry to interrupt, but Blue, come on slowly driving your table work. Would you help him? Yes, of course. Rumple looks disappointed as I was sent back to the bar, but Karma expresses immediate relief that I'm back. Rumple retires to his room early that day. He's given the day off. Both Delore and Parfait can see the tiredness on his face just like I can. He does not reappear for the rest of the day. At the end of my shift, I retire to my room. When I get downstairs the next morning, I am met with a familiar sight. Both Karma and Rumple stand on opposite sides of a table, their voices rising in an argument. They are fighting again? I happen to catch their words and walk quietly down the stairs. Who are you to criticize my work ethic when you're gone for several days, leaving me with your workload? It wasn't like I wanted to, and who are you to criticize how I work? All the ladies I spoke to said you shower them with compliments. What kind of professional behavior is that? I'm having a hard time believing you're a professional with the way that you flaunt yourself. At least I don't flirt with people and attract their attention. And you flirt with them. You don't even realize the effect it has on other people. Flattery is not a crime. Just yesterday the princess came to see you in your room, all because it gave her the impression that you liked her. Were you actually spying on her, and you call me uncouth? No, I overheard her say it. And you're wrong. I never say anything if it isn't truthful. How well, then the truth of the matter is that you must be in love with many women. Because they all seem to think that you'll get down on one knee and propose to them. You say some things, Miss Carmel, and yet you're the biggest liar of us all. At least I don't lie to my partner. Alright. We have the final choice in this chapter to make. I'm pretty sure this is our one. Yep, this is their one, and then we do the next one. And there's 3 choices in that, and then we are ending the stream there. This is their fight. I have no reason to jump in and defend anyone. What? What? Did I pick the wrong one on accident? Hold on. Oh my god, we're gonna have to do this again. Hold on. Oh, wait. Switch out, defend anyone. Watch on fight for the middle stairs. Just notice me starting. I never lied to Prince. Some people I assume different intentions of my flattery, but I never lie. Exactly what liar would say to defend himself. He knows that he's been caught. Liar, the only liar here is you. Excuse me, I have you know that I never lie. What's about Miss Karma, huh? One moment you say it's disguised, next moment you say... Rumple flushes fast, Karma stands tall and clutches his hands in a fist. We're gonna make my way down the staircase. Come to stop between the two, never seem surprised to see me. About to speak, the sound of footsteps distracts me. You two are at it again. I thought I picked the one where I defend Rumple, but I think my hand twitched. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened. I thought I picked it. I might have sat there and I can't go back to my previous save because when I sat there and went to do it, Aries, I went to go sit there and try and hit the load, and then Aries distracted me, and I think I didn't hit the load, I hit the save, and now everything's messed up. Everything's messed up, and I don't want to sit there and go all the way from prologue to this again. Jiren stops the table and frowns, and then both men glance away from my cold gaze. Karma murmurs something before excusing himself. Rumple looks down at the table, his eyebrows knit together with frustration. What's wrong with you two? Why can't you just be civil with each other? Jiren never here to see how these fights start. Karma's every bit of a beast, attack me for no reason at all. But with your keen eye, you should be able to discern that, right? But it won't work on me, Rumple in a second. I doubt these fights start without any bit of prompting from you. Aries, I need you to stay away from my keyboard. You're not helping me. You're not helping me. I love you, but you need to stop. Because I'm worried about you pressing random buttons and I press the wrong button, thinking you're going to press a button. I swear I don't start anything. Karma's just always irritable. He's like a woman during that one time of the month. You just said that in front of two. Gang. You're cooked. You're cooked. Jiren walks away stiffly, leaving me with Rumple. I looked at him, a little irritated by his earlier comment. He gives me a sheepish smile. Princess, can you give me some help with inventory? I'm coming. As I turn away, Rumple waves. I'll see you later, Princess. Who knows, might get your second good deed. I resist the urge to roll my eyes. Feels like it will be a while yet before I can achieve my next good deed. I messed up. I swear to God. If it screws me over for that one singular choice. Aries, I swear to God. If this entire playthrough is shot because of that, I'm going to yeet myself. What a brilliant day. The sun is shining, the town is full of laughter, and I have my sweet princess here to accompany me. It sounds like I'm getting easier to read too. No, you just said it enough times that I memorized it. That means you must pay attention to my words. That in itself is a compliment, princess. It is not. We're on our way to the usual store to restock our medications when a small figure leaps out through the front door. She stares at us, a lost look on her face. Rumple reacts immediately, making his way over to her with a broad smile. Madam, I can't help but notice the pained expression upon your beautiful face. Is there anything I do to soothe your worries? First seeing your lovely face shadowed by such sadness stabs me right in the heart. The woman stares at Rumple, dumbfounded. His smile wavers and he takes a step back, suddenly looking alarmed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's you. Huh? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is awkward, but I'm afraid I don't know you. What? Or do I? Do I know you? I take a step forward and look at the woman flatly. He's been cursed. He has amnesia. Amnesia? amnesia. The woman stares at Rumple, scrutinizing him. You do seem different. Changed from before, in any case. So you knew me before. How terrible is it of me to forget such a lovely face? Perhaps you could help me remember. The usual flirty suggestion is in his voice. The woman seems unaffected. I can help you remember. You can? It's no wonder I can't remember your name. You have the fairy tale curse, don't you? Who is this woman? You truly don't remember me? I'm sorry. The woman looks conflicted, her expression's gone as fast as it appears. I'm Bria, your fiancée. What? The shock is apparent on my face, but nowhere near as impressive as astonishment on Rumple's face. My fiancé? She has to be lying. How can Rumple possibly have a fiancé with the way that he is? He's barely able to dedicate himself to seeing a woman for an hour. Bria takes a step forward and takes Rumple's hands and I don't remember holding my hands like this when he took me to the forest and proposed to me. Rumple opens his mouth but no words escape. Reminds me of a lost dog all of a sudden, but his eyes so wide. Bria runs her fingers over her hands. Runs her fingers over his hands. I loved you, and you loved me, and I still love you very much. I don't remember this. How can I help you remember? Rumple's voice is faint, but he still tries to smile. The circumstances occurs to me that you remember their memories in a journal somehow. A journal? I have your old journals. I can show the very first love letter you wrote me. Bria starts walking, her hands still clasped in Rumple's. I stare after them for a few moments, trying to piece together what is happening in my head. I chase after them. Bria enters a house, one that Rumple stares at and all. When she comes back out, she's holding a journal. She hands it to Rumple, then opens up to the first page. This is a little embarrassing, but there it is. You compiled your letters into a journal. Rumple slowly reads over the words as I notice how the strange glazed look comes back to his eyes and his expression grows more somber. This is like last time. Remember that he was a doctor. Bria turns to me as Rumple is reading, her eyebrows arch. And who are you? His partner. Partner? We're helping each other with our curses. Oh, you're cursed too? You poor thing. Bria's voice is flat. She's glaring at me beneath her smile. I've done nothing to merit this distrust from her, and I can't bring myself to trust her either. Bria. Rumple looks up from the journal and stares at her. Yes, sweet? Rumple's melancholy expression throws me off. Last time he was so excited when he realized he was a doctor, but now his expression is heartbreaking. I remember. I did propose to you. In the forest when it was dark, I set up little lights around the clearing. We spoke for a while, and then when you got down on your knee, you dropped the ring. It found in the roots of some tree. Barely noticed it when a bird came down to pluck it out of the bramble. I had no idea what you were looking for, but I still chased after the bird. And you got the ring back, and you knew. Bria holds out her hand and has a beautiful red-green gem ring on her finger. On her ring finger. Ugh. It was still charming though. I laughed for so long because it felt so memorable. Plucking your gauge ring out of a bird's beak. You're right. Rumple's smile is a little certain, and that moment I feel him turning away from me. He does not realize that I was staring at Bria. Why? Why am I feeling so uncomfortable? You said you were helping Rumple with his curse, yes? She turns to me. Okay. It's gonna be another choice, I can tell, coming up. There's no way I can help him now. That is what couples do. I have to force pity out of my heart. I have to force myself to think rationally. Something still seems off about this, but Rumple remembers, which means it's the truth, isn't it? And I gotta say, I'm still his partner. I still feel something is wrong. I do not trust this woman. Do you know anything about him, dear? Have you helped him regain any of his memories? She was with me when I regained my memories. Blue is a very valuable good luck charm. Rumple flashed a small smile at me before turning to Bria. Her eyes seem a lot colder now. Tell me, what do you go by now? Until we figure out your name, I need something to call you. Rumple. Bria's cold gaze follows me and I can sense something in them that surprises me. Jealousy? Why would she be jealous of me? Rumple, would you maybe want to come back home with me? What? I know you must be overwhelmed, but our home might be able to help you remember some things. I'm sorry, I actually have a patient somewhere else that I need to tend to. Ria's eyes flash briefly. Her frown is there for a few seconds before she smiles again. You always work good with your patients. I'm sorry. It's okay. I understand that you're overwhelmed. Remember, I'm here for you too. I want to mend things. Make them back to what they were before. How about you look over that journal and we'll meet again tomorrow. We can take this one step at a time. I would like that. We can get to know each other again. Time to show you remember what we used to have. I loved you. And I did too. I still do. A slight shiver runs down my spine as I stare at the two of them. It's an uncomfortable feeling once again. Bria and Rumple agree on the spot to meet tomorrow, and then she leans up to kiss Rumple on the cheek. He puts a hand on his cheek as she walks off with a gentle smile on her face. Are you okay? He looks at me for a few moments. I feel his gaze lingers longer than it normally does on my own eyes. He smiles and laughs. Of course I am, Princess. I just remembered something in my own past. I guess that the second entry has appeared in my journal by now. Can't wait to get to the march and read it. Bria has the rest of my journal, so I might be truly able to remember everything if I talk to her, including your love for her. He sighs out before he claims we should finish our errands. I've gone around the town, but the city lacks its usual vibrancy. Rumple doesn't speak to anyone, not even the girls, while we walk. He keeps his eyes focused on them, and when he speaks to the shop owners, his cheer is lukewarm and fast. We try to start a conversation many times, but he shies away from talking. I feel like there's something he's not telling me. When we arrive at the march, Rumple quickly excuses himself, but we didn't share his epiphany about his past with anyone. What has him so bent out of shape? He just regained another memory. I'm assuming he's going to go read about it now. It's not like him to hide things. I hope Rumple's okay. Alright, then there's 2 more after this, and then we end stream. It's been a week since Rumple gained his last memory. He has been meeting with Bria since then, but he still hasn't told me about the memory from the journal. He does not flirt with any girls. When he sees me, his smile looks broken. He expects to say he's kissing Bria and Tiny Parfait. Yeah? Hi, Aries. What's up? What's up, mister? What? Oh, Aries is pressing buttons. Aries is pressing buttons. Oh god, please, do not hit the power button. Of all the buttons you can not hit, please do not hit the power button. I need you to not hit the power button. Sorry. But he still hasn't told me about the memory from the journal. Does not feel with any girls who's... Okay. Aries had me rewind. Okay. Worried about Rumple, aren't you? Why would I be worried about him? Because Rumple's no longer able to run errands with me. Walt's decided to take his place. Walt's presence cannot make up for Rumple's absence. We'll be fine, Princess. He's still figuring things out. I do not trust that one. Please. Any... Don't touch the power button. Please. I'm begging you, Aries. Don't touch the power button. For the love of God, please don't touch the power button. You've done it twice in the past before. Please don't make it a third. Please don't make it a third. Please don't make it a third. I'm so far. I'm so far. I do not trust that woman. His fiancée. She appeared out of nowhere. People who aren't hers can't find the tavern princess. She would never been able to find him. So really the only place she could have met him was out here in nowhere. Until they teasing me, but it does look to lift my spirits. I know. Walt sighs. You don't trust her, why not just ask around for her? She obviously does not want to talk to me. Ooh. No, I mean, ask others about her. As long as you find a way to phrase your intentions honestly, I think they might understand you. Rumple says my honesty is good, but I also know that the way I speak frustrates many people. Come on, I'll help. Wallace approaches a flower shop where several people are gathered to look at the fresh flowers. Excuse me, Madam, sir, I was wondering if you knew anything about someone named Bria? We heard that she's engaged to a friend of ours, but he hasn't said much about her. It calls me blunt, but I would never question others so openly. Does it really expect you to be so open now? Oh, if it isn't, Waltz, doing a little investigative work, are you? Just looking to find out more about someone important to a friend. Not going to put this in one of your shows, are you? Waltz raises an eyebrow and laughs. Of course not. How would he just trust Waltz? I suppose he must speak to people often, being a performer. Would probably never suspect Waltz to do anything morally questionable. Yeah, with me, they were suspicious of everything I did. I guess it's a good thing Waltz is here. I stifle a sigh as the so-called investigation begins. But Bria, huh? I was under the impression that her fiancé wasn't seeing her anymore. Bria, oh poor Bria. I heard that the poor dear made a mistake and that her fiancé threw her out for it. Is she engaged to someone new now? Not surprised given the affair she had on her first fiancé. Excuse me, what did you just say? Oh, you aren't aware? I'm terribly sorry. Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything. You said she cheated on her first fiancé. She's engaged to someone, man, a doctor, I believe. He was a good man, always smiled, helped everyone, including the poor. I don't see how she would have the gall to do it, but the rumors state that she was seeing another man. I think I saw them out together sometimes. He was a rich businessman. Who was he? I believe he was one of the doctor's patients. Did anyone see this for sure, ma'am? Oh, lots of people did. That's why the poor man stopped seeing her, bless his heart. He looked heartbroken. But then the two of them were engaged, so she should have been more committed to him. When Bria first approached Rumple, she had no idea he had amnesia. She started apologizing to him. Was it for the affair, or am I just speculating? We thanked the woman for help before continuing to ask around town for more information. The more we hear, the more certain we become. She cheated on him. Princess, I know what you're thinking, but it'd be incredibly rash to tell Rumple about this. But she is lying to him. I still remember the sadness in his eyes. Maybe somewhere deep down he still knows. Did his journal entry not say anything? We tried talking to him, Princess, without any evidence. We're just going off of rumors. If you're wrong, I think it would hurt the situation a lot more. I'm forced to acknowledge Waltz's reasoning. As much as I wanted to tell Rumple right now, I do not even know where he is. I finished our errands for the day and returned to the marching where I complete my chores around the tavern before retiring to bed. Yes, hello, mister. Late that night, after turning for hours in bed without any success to sleep, I make my way downstairs for a glass of milk. I stop abruptly at the sound of hushed voices. Parfait and Rumple are sitting together at a table, their voices soft. It means a lot to me that you're still taking care of me, even with everything you have on your plate. When things are as certain as they are right now, the little things that remain the same are actually comforting. What, no compliments tonight? He clears his throat. Lady Parfait, I always find comfort in your presence. Your heart's not in it, is it? Please don't stress yourself out trying to take care of me. I've seen the orders of the medicines and the dosages. I can take care of myself, Rumple. I owe you and Lady Delora for letting me stay here. Even now, you could have kicked me out. Yet I'm still here. This isn't the confident Rumple that I'm used to seeing. It's rather heartbreaking to see you like this, you know. Parfait's eyes drift past Rumple and she sees me before I can dart away. I think you're worrying your partner too. Rumple turns to his seat and stares at me. Princess. I slowly make my way towards them. I'm sorry, Princess, I haven't been trying to help you at all. It is fine. Parfait's right, though. It's not like you to be so pitiful. Ah, your words are still as sharp as ever. I glance at Parfait curiously. The light of the tavern lights her face up dimly, making it look more ghostly than usual. She looks sicklier. Do you think I look like a ghost, Princess? Yes. By the time night comes around, I'm utterly exhausted. He said you were like this because of Terra Barum Lucis you have to take care of. That's correct. I used to be able to watch over her more easily. Now with the balance between both crystals lost in the kingdom, it's getting harder. This responsibility is a big burden. It's a heavy toll on my body. But that doesn't diminish any of my pride. I'm proud to bear this responsibility. Someone needs to do it. I'm very glad I can help so many people through bearing your stress? There is no terror bear currently. What? Parfait stares at me for a few moments, a complicated expression on her face, and suddenly she sighs. Please do not worry about me, princess. I've lived a good life. I just want to do more good while I still live. I'm very lucky to be surrounded by so many good people. Anyways, two of you should be off to bed soon. I can tell you're both tired. Parfait pauses to look at me, eyebrows slightly arched. Oh, but before you go, there was something I meant to ask you. Ask me. Parfait crosses arms and looks at me tersely for a few moments. The look is so unlike her that it almost concerns me. She looks uncertain of something, though I cannot imagine what it is. What could she want to discuss with me? I wanted to ask if you're free the day after tomorrow. I am free whenever my schedule says I am. Aries, I love you, but please, I need to read. I need to see. I need to see. I need to see. I would like to see. I'd like to see. Thank you. I know. You're being so baby right now. You're being so baby, and I'm just not giving any attention to the baby. No attention to the baby whatsoever. I'm too busy sitting there talking to a screen. Yeah, I know. It's fine. You're okay. You'll get lots and lots of pets after stream, I promise. So many pets, you're gonna be sick of me. I love him. He's so cute. He's so sweet. I love my baby boy. I love my orange cat. He's so cat break, mandatory cat break. My cat Aries says so. Mandatory cat break. He's standing in front of my screen, so that means mandatory cat break, gang. Mandatory cat break. Yes, it's a cat break time. No? Okay, is cat break done? Okay, cat break's over, gang. Back to reading. Then, if you could spare 20 or so minutes, I want to speak with you about something very important. Important? I suppose you could say it's related to your curse. Fine. Parfait smiles at us before walking back to her and leaving me alone with Rumple. The power button, please, no, okay. Okay, now, you're getting held like baby now. You're getting held like baby. Gang, you gotta stop climbing on the power button. You gotta stop climbing on the power button. You're gonna corrupt all my files. I'm gonna lose where I'm at in my place. I'm gonna lose all my shit if you sit there and hit the power button. So I need you to not hit the power button, Aries. It's like, let me go. How dare you? Let me go. Can I finish? I'm almost done. I promise. Aries, I promise I'm almost done. I promise. I'm almost done. I just got like 2 more choices. Got 2 more choices here that I gotta do. And then we're good for the stream. And then I can give you all the attention you could ever possibly want in the world. Please. Parfait smiles at us before walking back to her room, leaving me alone with Rumple. Rumple smiles at me uncertainly. For a few months, I think he might actually talk to me, but then he rushes off after giving me an apology. Watch him walk up the stairs, my heart's sinking. I need to know what's going on with him. Today's my day off. I keep on the lookout for Rumple. Eventually see him make his way down the staircase. He does not look quite as disheartened as last night, but expression is still rather somber. He says good morning to everyone as he usually does, and then walks out through the front door. And that is my cue. Falling behind Rumple without being seen proves to be remarkably easy. If he is perceptive, he won't be expecting me to follow after him when I normally work during these hours. Aries! No. Can I just stream? Please. Aries! Stop it! Come on. You can't be acting up now. Listen, I already had the pup acting up in here and trying to maul me, and now I have you acting up in here. Come on. Come on, gang. It's just a little video. It's just a little video. Come on. He makes his way through the town until he comes to a stop at a little cafe in the main plaza. It is cleverly hidden, just slightly out of view, not all in plain view like the rest of the shops. Bria is sitting, waiting for him at a table with a journal. The way she smiles and numbs my heart. I make my way over to the nearby fountain and crouch beside it to keep out of their view. I can hear their conversation just barely from where I sit. I'd been searching for you a long time when I saw you. You suddenly disappeared from the house one night. I couldn't find you. Why? Why did I leave the house? I don't know. Was it a fight? No, not a fight. We barely ever fought. We made a promise when you gave me this ring. We promised we would never make each other sad. I close my eyes and breathe. Bria's words drive bitterness through my heart after everything I heard. It's possible the rumors were baseless, but isn't it also possible they were the truth? And Rumple mentioned a fight. Now's my chance to tell him. And for this, we gotta reconsider. Though somehow everything that we heard was one big lie. But I hurt Rumple. I also have my pride. I cannot just accuse someone, even if I feel that Bria is guilty of something. I step away from the fountain, meaning to head back the way that I came. Even the situation sounds wrong. I feel that Rumple would hate me getting involved. I'm surprised then when he calls my name. Princess, what are you doing here? He saw me, didn't know I was behind the fountain. Spying, are we? I make my way over to the table. Rumple is looking at me with worry, and Bria is openly scowling at me. Is there something wrong, Miss Partner? Not with me, but perhaps with you. Excuse me. So you seem to have quite the reputation. Princess. I have no idea what you're talking about, but taking people's word at face value is foolish. Everybody said the same thing, but why would they lie? So it's not true you were seeing another man? How dare you? Bria stands up and glares at me. I frown back at her. Her anger does not faze me. She seems like a petulant child. I can't stand jealous girls. They're the bane of my existence. And you're what, 18? 17. What does that even matter? Either way, there'd just be about a 6-year age gap between you two. 24, gods, am I really so ancient? At least Karma was closer in age. Oh my god, this is terrible. This is a terrible timeline. This is a terrible timeline. This is a terrible timeline. I hate this. The two of us look at menus and look back at each other. I'm here because I want to help my partner, because you are lying to him. And who are you to say that I'm lying? You're a terrible little spy is what you are, hiding places to watch us, going around town and asking about me. And I tell you now that Rumple doesn't need you, especially if you're the one spewing lies. Those words have no way coming from him. Wait, ladies. Rumple looks between the two of us, eyebrows furrowed, then he shakes his head. Bria, I knew. It was in my journal. What? Rumple faces Bria's expression crumpled. It was that Lord, wasn't it? The one I refused to take money from that one time I helped him. He told me himself. I think that's why this feeling inside of me is so mute right now. Why I was always having second thoughts about your stories. Bria, why didn't you ever tell me you were seeing him? I asked you that question back then too, but you never told me. I was waiting for you to bring it up again. I was waiting for you to explain. I was waiting for... I guess if I could ever get anything through that thick skull of yours. Even I cannot tell myself I'm sorry when she so trouble. With this, she has admitted that the rumors are true. Even if I explained to myself, all you would ever say is that you were sorry, but nothing ever changed. What did I do that was so wrong? Look at you. Now you can't bring yourself to be angry at me. You knew the truth, and instead of demanding to know why I did what I did, you kept asking what you did wrong. You never realized what you did wrong, Rumple. Never. Some things never change. Bria scowls as she makes her way around the table. Rumple tries to call her back, but Bria only frowns as she walks off. Rumple lets out a long sigh. And there goes all my journals, too. Right, he said that Bria had all of his old journals. I'm sorry. Huh? I only made things worse. I'm still not entirely sure what they were talking about, but... Princess, you don't have to apologize for anything, though. I'd like you to apologize for shedding some light on my age. What? Am I really, truly that old? At a time like this, you sat there. That's all you're concerned about with? That's all you're concerned? That's all you're concerned about? Suddenly he looks disgruntled, but the look of distraught in his face is almost comical. I cannot help when I smile and then start to laugh. Do my ears deceive me? Is that wonderful sound coming from your mouth, Princess? How precious. It's just... you are an old man. If I'm an old man, then I'm young at heart. Besides, I'd be a lot more offended if you weren't smiling when you said that. After a few moments, Rumple sighs and shakes his head. I'm sorry you had to see all that. I knew there was more to the story than Bria was letting on, because I read the memory in my journal. You knew about the nobleman? Why did you not say anything? I guess I was waiting for her to say something. I wanted her to open about it honestly. Bria's undoubtedly bold, but I doubt she is at all honest. No need to sit there and lick yourself to make yourself bald on the arm. Listen, there's no need for that. I love you, Aries, but there's no need to go bald. No need to be bald. No need to be bald. Sometimes he gets into this nervous habit where he sits there and just starts repeatedly cleaning the same patch on his arm, and it makes him slowly go bald because of it. I'm trying to get him to not do that. Bria's undoubtedly bold, but I doubt she is at all honest. It's a journal entry. I never read it to you. You've been distant the last week. I have been, and I'm sorry for that. Allow me to enlighten you. Rumple gestured his chair that Bria had been sitting in, and I take a seat opposite him. First, the nobleman was one of my patients. He had a grievous sickness, one that no one else had been able to cure. I'm gonna help remember the little boy with the impossible sickness. It seems that he's drawn to Rumple too. Rumple was not able to help that boy on his own either. Some woman offered her assistance. Did you try to cure him with the help of the same woman? It's another perfect entry, but yes, a mysterious woman for the first entry appears. We strike another deal, but I cannot remember the deal at all. All I know is that afterwards I did something like Bria Haley. She began seeing the nobleman. Or maybe it was before that. Maybe she was just unhappy. She won't explain why. She still cheated on you. That's her fault, not yours. Rumple nods absently until he's not convinced. In any case, even though I can't remember the entirety of what happened, every time I thought of Bria, I thought of our love in the past tense. Rumple frowns, but is fleeing. Suddenly he's smiling again. Let's head back for now, Princess, and figure out how to reach Bria later. We got one more choice, Aries. It's fine. We're almost done, and then you get all the attention, I promise. I followed Rumple back to the merchant, though he seems fine for a time. Parfait said a few days ago that she had something to discuss with me, so I'm here. Let's get right to it, shall we? She plops down on one of the chairs and Parfait sits down gracefully beside her. Princess, the other day you asked me about my responsibility, and briefly about the terror baron bearer. I did. What does this have to do with me? It has everything to do with you, because when it comes to that second inquiry, the answer is right here. Zilla points at me. I stare at her, not comprehending. Princess, the parrot, the crystal terror baron is you. Ugh, that word. I'm gonna stumble over it constantly. What? I'm not even able to feel shock, just confusion. But how do I have anything to do with these crystals? See, I told you she'd be confused. It's because we started backwards. I'm so sorry, Princess. I do not understand. You remember the story about the crystals, Princess? For a time, the crystals were in complete balance. Even the witches who drew on negative energy were respected. Then one day, Hans wrote the fairy tales. Witches were suddenly painted as villains. Humans attacked the witches, trying to drive them out. Their leader, who just so happened to be my best friend, was hard-pressed to try to keep the peace. She was the original bearer of the crystal. But as witches were killed and thrown out, she found her patience wearing thin. She killed a human, the ultimate taboo. There was nothing we could do but try to stop her. This bearer, the leader of the witches, bearer of the Crystallarium Terabam, is someone you know, or someone you knew. She erased all your memories, made you think the fairy tales were evil, that humans were terrible. I feel something dark stirring inside of me. A sharp pain cuts through my heart, making it hard to breathe. The previous bearer of the crystal was your mother, Princess, Hildir, the leader of the witches. That's impossible. Mother was not a witch. But she was, the strongest of us all. When she died, she kept some of her power sealed within the crystal, which is why it still allows a fairy tale curse to be spread. What kind of lie is this? I cannot use magic. My mother never told me she was a witch. She would have told me. It sounds like it, doesn't it? But I assure you, Princess, we wouldn't ever lie to you about something like this. As impossible as it seems, you are a witch. Your power won't manifest until you're 18, and at that time you will inherit control of the crystal. Since your birthday is soon, this was the last chance we had to teach you goodness. Your mother's been shielding you from it for so long. We trusted you were different from her, and you are. Mother was the only one that ever loved me. She stole away your memories and made you hate the world. Delora. She was fostering hatred in you, making you just like her. You did not know anything about Mother. I stand up, rage coiling inside of me like a snake. Blue, I know a lot about her, more than you will ever know. No. The truth is hard, Princess, but eventually we'll all have to face it. Hildir was my beloved friend. Facing her was the hardest thing I have ever done. We only wanted to help you. Well, you're not very good at it. I turn on my heels and storm out of the room. I feel that there was more to what Delora and Parfait wanted to say to me, but I cannot stand to hear it right now. I walk into the clearing, sit against a tree, furiously rubbing at my eyes. I clear my dangerously watery eyes, showing emotion is weak. I sit there for a long time in the clearing, trying to calm myself. My thoughts spin wildly out of control. Princess. I see him out of the corner of my eyes, standing between two trees, his eyebrows knit together with worry. What, were you listening? Listening? No, I just came to look for you in your room. When I came downstairs, Parfait told me you had run out into the forest. May I sit next to you? I say nothing. He walks over to me. He sits down beside me, his hands resting on his knees as he looks up at the canopies of the trees. Thank you for today, Princess, for coming after me and trying to make things right. I'm not in the mood to talk about this right now. My thoughts are too scrambled. Sometimes, truths are hard. How do you know it was the truth? A feeling. Trusting people is hard sometimes, I understand. He looks at me, his eyes seem to glimmer softly in the moonlight. Would you like someone to listen to your problems, Princess? Okay, this one is the last choice I gotta make, and I gotta remain silent. My problems. Why would he want to know about my problems? understand what it's like. Princess. My brain started stumbling. I understand what it's like, Princess, to have a secret stuck inside of you. To want to keep things to yourself because you're worried that someone will prove you wrong. You can always talk to me about it. Why are you so interested in my problems? I told you before that the best thing you can do is listen to a person. That's how you learn to sympathize. Besides, I honestly care about you. I always listen to you, Princess. Rumple slowly reaches out to rest his hand on top of mine. I sit up straight and stare at him, my eyes wide. Rumple smiles at me, a slow, soft smile that crinkles the edges of his eyes. Seeing such a beautiful lady close to tears makes my heart break, you know? But if you ever need to cry, you should. Tears aren't weakness. They're just a form of expression. Even the strongest of us cry. I'm not going to cry. Mine reels and then starts to feel fuzzy. Definitely the Ice Princess. The title startles me out of my thoughts. I stare at him pointedly, beginning to grimace, but Rumple just smiles. I always thought it was a delicate name, suitable for a strong and beautiful woman. Seeing you like this makes me realize that the name suits you. Perhaps everyone has meant it that way. It would not be so terrible a title. Will slowly takes his hand away and smiles. Though he insists on hearing me out, I insist on the opposite. For now, I want to keep what I discussed with Parfait and Delare to myself. I still need time to process it. For tonight, I just want to forget the conversation ever happened. For some time, two of us are silent. There are no words exchanged between the two of us, but the silence is comfortable. Then eventually, Rumple puts a hand on my shoulder. Things will work out, Princess. I hope so. I stand to excuse myself. Good night, Rumple. I turn and walk away. Good night, my sweet princess. And that is the end of the second chapter here. That is the end of the second chapter. That's the end of the second chapter. That's the end of the second chapter. Alright. You're done for now. We got... Let's see. We'll do the last of Rumple's Good Route in the next episode because the next three usually go by kind of fast. At least that's what it kind of did with Karma's route. So we'll see if we can sit there and roll out the last of Rumple's, and then we'll start on Rod's route. And then we can finally unlock the two specials. The two specials that have more of the lore hidden, because right now the only lore that we got is that Hildir was Queen of Witches, and it is Lucette, which is the main character's name originally, that they're Lucette's mother, and that they're the bearer of the Witch Crystal, and stuff like that. So that is the main lore that we got right now between these three routes that we have. At least the two that I've experienced. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy. If you want to sit there and follow me on Twitch, it's blue_seer, spelled BLUE_SEER. You can go check me out there. This is where I originally start my recordings and do them. And if you like my content and want to see more of it, I have more VODs stored over on my YouTube over at Blue Seer Boy, spelled BLUESEER BOI. Go check me out. Give me a like and subscribe over there. Appreciate it. I'm at 77 so far. Aiming for 100 maybe, possibly, maybe. It'd be really cool. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day or night, whatever time it is for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye!